Hi there guys, Welsh Hunter 93 here. So today we are going to look at the ITEC Action Pro Sports Camera. They're boasting a 1080p Ultra HD camcorder, so well, GoPro style camcorder. So they're also boasting waterproof and with an 8GB memory card included. As you can see by here guys, they are also boasting waterproof up to 100 feet for a full hour. That is a big thing to boast about. I have never tried out this type of camera before, so let's go. So let's have a look at the things on the box first. So as you can see guys, they got some nice photos, really crisp, you know, action footage type of things. You know, motorbikes, jet skis, skateboarding, etc. So if the quality of the camera is really this good, I'll be very, very happy. Also included, alright, I don't know if you can see that properly guys. Let's have a look here. There we go. Right, included accessories. So we've got waterproof housing, which is already, the camera is already installed into. We've also got handlebar mount, clip 1, mount 2, mount 4, some bangles. I'm guessing that's to strap it to things like quadcopters and stuff like that guys, which will come in handy for me. It also comes with a USB cable for charging and transferring files back and forth your computer, and mount 3. All these mounts obviously will enable you to mount to other things like, you know, GoPro handles, etc. So let's have a look at the specifications and features. So we've got an LCD 2.0 inch display, which is quite a nice big display as you can see guys. We've got a camera 120 degree wide angle, so it's always good to have a wide angle lens, if you want to call it that, to get that bigger picture in. Focus is 20 centimeters to infinite. We've also got photo 12 megapixel, 10, 8, 5, 3, 2, 1 and VGA. It'd be good if it is 12, a true 12 megapixels. So we'll try that out later on hopefully. Video resolution 1920 to 1080p and 1280 to 720p. So that's a good range. And hopefully that it is a true 1920 to 1080p, because that's what I've bought it for guys, is to have that type of resolution. Shooting mode, single mode and continuous mode. It's always good to have that type of things guys. For those who have DSLRs, for those who like sports shooting and stuff like that, you need a continuous shooting type of thing. Built-in microphone and speaker. Obviously we're going to test that out guys to see what the sound quality is actually like. We've got input, output, USB. So these days guys, everything including phones are micro USBs and stuff like that. So that's good. Storage is micro SDHC class 10 up to 32 gigabytes, which is not included, but an 8 gigabyte is. So that's a good starting point. Right, electronic shutter, same as every camera these days. Battery is a built-in lithium battery, lasts up to 100 minutes. We won't try this for 100 minutes, but this video is only going to be like 10-15 minutes long. But 100 minutes is a good time limit for the size battery. Okay then guys, video outputs 50 to 60 hertz, which is pretty good. The weight is 0.12 lbs, which is pretty light, but it got a little bit of weight to it. And it's waterproof, 30 meters up to 1 hour. So how does that thing with that, with 100 feet? Well, I have to see if that adds up or if they've made a bit of a mistake. Again, some nice photos, and then back to the front. So that is basically it guys. So should we take a look inside? I think we should. Okay, let's open this up. So I've cut the seals already, guys. So we'll just move the camera to a side for a second. So inside this box, we've got all the fittings, etc. All right. So let's have a look. So we've got our bangles by here. They're Velcro bangles with, so feel pretty good. They're all resealable bags. So once you're done with them, you can put them back in. We've got one of the clips by here. Well, one of the mounts. I'm guessing you can put it onto a tripod, but it is a male connection, guys. So make sure that you've got a female tripod. Another one with some sticky pads. We've also, so let's just tip them out by here. There we go. So that's the box. So we'll just chuck that aside for a second. We've got a handlebar mount. This will come in handy for a lot of you that are buying this to go on your motorbike or to put on your push bike or mountain bike, etc. Which would be good. So maybe I will do it one day. This one now. So this one looks like it would go on. Well, it's very similar to what's already on there. Just a smaller version. And then you've got the actual housing to have it outside of the waterproof housing on like a selfie stick. So that's a female, so make sure you've got a male selfie stick. Okay guys, you can also clip this onto a camera tripod as well. Just make sure it's male, not female. So moving on to the camera, guys. It comes in a nice plastic box with a nice carry handle type of thing. Which is good. So let's get into this puppy. There we go. Right. So first initial impressions, it comes on a nice, a handy base plate. So I think I'll keep this base plate for if I'm, recording static things. So I could just leave it there, and I could be doing something in front of you like that, and it's already held in place. So maybe that will come in handy in the future. So obviously it's on a swivel mount at the moment, so that's also good. So let's take it off there and keep that mount, because it's got the rail on there for that to fit into. Okay then guys, so we'll keep that mount. Right, this is the camera. It's got a decent bit of weight on it, guys. It's already switched on, so there it is. I think what we'll do today is just have a quick look at this now, the quality, and then what we'll do, we'll take it to the local waterfalls where I live in the Brecon Beacons, and test its durability, its sound, its camera quality, and to see if this waterproof housing is actually waterproof. So we'll take a look at that. I think yes, we will, definitely. It's a nice day, so why not? So the camera's switched on, guys, as you can see. You're probably not going to be able to see the proper quality of this camera whilst it's whilst we're on a bit of a white screen by here. So yeah, let's take a look. So we've got the ITEC Action Pro sports camera. It's in the housing, in the waterproof housing. It looks pretty sealed up. We've got what it looks like these screws by here, but they're not actually screws, they're the actual buttons to operate the system. So let's take this camera out of the housing so we can have a quick look at it. Okay then guys, so let's switch this off for a second. There we go, power off. It's got a pretty good screen. So by here is your clip to release it from the waterproof housing. You push it to your right, and then you basically lift this at the same time as trying to lift this. This is going to be hard, obviously, because it needs a really tight seal to enable it to, get waterproof. It's a bit obvious. So let's try and do this now. Right. It's a bit fiddly. Right. Yeah, very fiddly. So whilst I do this, guys, just bear with me a couple of seconds. Tell you what, we'll get a pen to dig it in and under. I made the mistake of cutting my nails. There we go. Made the mistake of cutting my nails before this review. So as you can see, guys, I've released it from the clip now. So we'll just push that in, lift that. So this clips onto the back by here. This, you see there's a little ledge by there. So this will clip into there, and then you push that down to make a tight seal for this rubber band by here. So let's take a look. Right, put the camera aside for a second, guys. So let's have a look at this housing. So as we've gathered, guys, the actual housing is actually pretty good. It comes out the back. It's all pretty sealed, and we've got a very tough, lock-in system for this this housing. So let's have a look at where the LCD screen is. All right, so we've got these black buffer pads by here, guys. You can see them there, which are to protect this, basically, to protect the camera from hitting, well, give it a bit of cushion, if you want to call it that. We've also got the rubber seal. Let's try and focus that a minute. We've got the rubber seal to keep this waterproof. It looks like it's pretty stuck in place, so that's a good thing. So there's two safety features just on the back end to keep it waterproof. Let's have a look at the front. So we've got where the lens is shining through. So if I put that back in there, that's where the lens is clipped into. All right. So it's got a nice thing. So it's always good to keep that pretty clear. And these little tiny screws are keeping this waterproof as well, keeping this on with the lens. So these little, what look like screw things, they're not actually screws, like I said, guys. They are buttons. As you can see, pressing them in, etc. So let's have a look on the inside. Let's focus in on that. Okay, so if I push in this one by here, guys, as you can see, these are all buttons that all line up with the buttons on the actual camera, which is pretty good. I like that. So obviously you put that in there, you've got your buttons by there, so that's these two. All right, you press these and they will push. Let's see if we can get a nice view on that. And then you see what I mean, guys? You're pushing it in like that, and there's pushing the button. So I like how they've done that. I like that. So that's basically this, guys. That's the housing. It's made out of a good plastic, a very robust, durable plastic. It looked like it could take a few drops, if that makes sense. I like how they've done the spring-loaded buttons and kept them waterproof at the same time. I really like that, because I thought by looking at them, they couldn't exactly keep this waterproof, but they have. Oh, damn. No, right, okay. So that is the waterproof housing, guys. It's very well made. I don't know how it stands up to any other waterproof housing, whether they've simplified the actual design, but I like this. So let's move that on. And moving on to the camera. So let's focus in on this a bit. So there we are, guys. So this is the ITEC Action Pro sports camera itself. You've got the power button at the front, mode. You've got the OK button and like a LED indicator button. You've got your up and down arrows, what look like speakers by there. Or it might be a mic, this one. And those might be the speakers underneath. So the LEDs, obviously you've got a few smudges on there at the moment, but the LCD screen is pretty nice. You've got your memory card by here, so that's your 8GB. Let's get that out. That's your 8GB SD card, which fits in next to, you see that there, guys, micro SD. Let's try and focus on that. There we go. Micro SD, and it comes next to your mini USB lead, which I forgot to get out actually. It's there somewhere. So let's just prop this back in just for safekeeping. There we go. And then that's your lens, and that is basically the camera, guys. Obviously your battery is in here. Let's try and get that out without snapping this housing. There we go. So with this, guys, you want to be very, very careful with the battery port, because as you can see, guys, it is very, very flexible and flimsy. All right, so yeah, be very careful. For those who are heavy-handed like me, guys, I got big hands. You want to be very, very careful with it. And in here you've got your battery. As you can imagine, guys, with something this small, you know, something that fit in the palm of your hand is going to be pretty small. So the battery has a little tab by here. Let's try and get this out. There we go. So this little tab is useful for those who got big hands like mine. Fit it in like that, and there is your battery. So obviously it's got all the safety mechanism, safety warnings on there. Don't put it in a fire, don't put it in a bin. You know, it's recyclable, which is good. So just take it to your local supermarket where they usually have those battery bins, to be able to get rid of them responsibly. Don't chuck them on the fire, guys. They will explode and possibly hurt a lot of people in the vicinity of it. Rechargeable Li-ion battery made in China. So it feels pretty good, guys. You know, so it's not cheap, like, you know. So it's a 3.7 Li-ion battery, 900 mAh, 3.3 watt. Warning: use specified charger only. God, I can't speak today. This is shocking. Let's try and, there we go. Must be disposed of properly. Like I said, guys, put it into a supermarket. They usually have battery bins. Do not disassemble. But obviously, guys, if you're not a battery whiz, or you're not qualified, don't do it. You'll probably get yourself hurt, or you'll ruin the battery. Crush puncture short external contacts. So you don't want to do that. That's the external contacts. Don't want to do that. May explode if damaged or disposed of in a fire or water. Well, this, I laugh at this. All right. So it said, do not dispose in fire or water. What if this fails? That just makes me laugh. Right. Well, I hope that I'm not holding it if this fails, guys, because if this fails, I will be a very sad individual with a very burnt hand or face or whatever. Because you mount it on like a GoPro style head cam type of mechanism. You don't want that exploding in your face. So maybe they could make this battery a bit better for this type of camera. So obviously that's where it goes, guys. Let's put that back in. Let's just get that in now and put that back on. So yeah, guys, that made me giggle a bit. That's a bit stupid to include something like that, but there we go. So that is it, guys. The camera itself, quality wise, it feels quite cheap. It's got a nice feel to it. It's got like a rugged type of grippy type of thing on it, and but I like it. So let's see if let's switch it on. There we go. You see that the light temporarily flashed, and then you've got your features. So you've got your camera feature up there, your battery down there, full HD. I set it to full HD, and I've got 1 hour and 7 minutes of recording time left. Let's press the up button, So press the OK button. So pressing the OK button records it, guys. So you can see that it is recording. It's got the time signature up there, and it's recording onto my SD card. Let's just do that now. Right, okay, so pressing the down button, guys, brings you to the settings, full HD type of thing. So if you press on that, you get your options: full HD 1920 to 1080p, HD 1280p to 720p, and then 640 to 480. Obviously, for those who want good footage, really the top footage you can get out of this device, I would recommend FHD. Obviously, FHD, when you have it on that, you are going to use more battery quicker. So it's always useful to keep an external battery pack on you to charge it whilst on the go. And then obviously the lower quality, guys, the longer the battery is going to last. Alright, so it's moving on. So we've got movie size, right? Movie size, so you got, right, oh my god, what am I doing? Date stamp. Obviously I don't bother having that on, guys. Looping videos, so it'll just keep on going. Just keep on going, knocking over. And exposure, blah blah blah. So it's a pretty good device to have. Alright, so, and then to get out of that menu, you just press mode again. Alright, guys, so that is basically the camera. I'm going to turn it off now, so save some battery, power off, and you've got a nice snowboarding bloke there, and that is the battery, guys. So this housing, alright, along with this, hopefully was a good investment. They're currently on the market for about £30 to £40 in the UK, probably a little bit less or more in the on the internet. So yeah, and there we go. So let's go and test this out at the local waterfalls. All right then, guys. So let's do this. Ta-ta for now. Okay then, guys, so as you can see, we are at the river. So we come to the waterfalls in the Brecon today just to try out this camera, which is the ITEC Action Pro sports camera. Okay, so this company is also boasting a 1080p Ultra HD. To me, guys, this looks less than a 1080p Ultra HD. It's not fluent, it's not flush, it's not smooth at all. It does capture the colouring very well, so I've got to give it a good review for the processing unit in it for the colouring. So it does capture the colour very well, but as you can see, guys, it just doesn't cope well with movement. This is one big thing, guys, with Action Pro cameras. They should capture movement very well, but this does not handle movement that well. As for sound quality, guys, you can hear that it is capturing the waterfall beautifully, but in other tests that I've done that I didn't put in this video, it makes everything sound a bit tinny, if that makes sense, so a bit hollow. In overall, guys, I got to give this camera I got to say 5 out of 10, guys, for the sound and quality of the recording and the visuals. So let's move on to the underwater scenes now, and we'll see what we think of that. Okay then, guys, so I've put a little screen up on the top right hand corner of me walking into the water and dipping it underwater, and as you can see, guys, it does handle well underwater. It is waterproof, which is the best thing about it, but yet again, it captures the colouring perfectly fine, and it captures what is right in front of it. So but it does seem a bit jumpy and glitchy to me. And one thing I got to spot on it, guys, is the fact that you've got that outer ring, which is the reflection of the waterproof housing. But I don't know what that is compared to any other. So I think an overall estimate of this camera, guys, is a 5 out of 10. So there we go. Okay then, guys, so thank you for watching this, guys. I've really enjoyed making this video, in all fairness. Got myself a bit wet, you know, had some fun with the family. So this is the ITEC Action Pro sports camera, waterproof 1080p Ultra HD. Like I said, guys, I'm giving this a 5 out of 5, and I think that's generous for what it is. But what can you expect for £30, guys? Can't expect much, to be quite honest with you. So it's a great little toy. I will continue using it. It does better when it's static on a mount where you do not move it, guys. But I think overall they could have done a little bit better with everything with it. So thank you for watching, guys. Please subscribe, like, and comment, and don't hesitate to share this out. Thank you very much. Bye bye.